that's different. But I'm not aiming for you to. I'm not asking Easy about his intimate relationship with this or that. Like, I ain't doing all that. Hell no. Right. I'm keeping it fun, lighthearted, and if it's some controversy, I want to address it. It's that simple, you know. I've asked Smack the wildest questions that never came out.
That's why I'm about to show you why I'm the captain of the. I'm in a doghouse. Talk about rapping bars and who nice and who not. If I don't want to watch you, it don't matter. Like, nah, this is my reality. This is my real life. I ain't gonna be on no battle stage ever again, probably. Y'all need to appreciate each other more. Hitman is gonna bring. Hollow's gonna bring.
I feel you.
These they gotta be on the card.
This ain't Shotgun Shook. The pump on his top, it be a Reebok. This old SK from Serbia, Vlade Divac, drum roll.
Phone ringing and what's your order? Hey, yo, my street operation serve the fiend population. Chopper do amputation if ever I see my kid.
Peace, family. We are here with the God, knowledge to God. Hip hop is real. Salute, King.
What's good?
All is well, man. All is well. First and foremost, I want to start off this interview by just taking the temperature of the battle rap, you know, the whole battle rap universe, you know, all of the different platforms. We're in the summertime right now.
Okay.
You know, a lot of buzz going on. You had a big battle rap take place in hip hop with the two rappers, Kendrick and Drake. You had Lux doing his thing. You know, with him and Rum Nitty.
Yeah, Nome 14.
Nome 14. So what would you say the state of battle rap is in right now?
Currently right now, the state of battle rap, I feel like it's in a resurgence. Like, I feel like this year started off slow.
Yeah.
There's a lot of uncertainty. Caffeine is no longer with battle rap. You know, ARP, he left the game as far as retired and only doing like real small private events.
Right.
A lot of other major leagues, I feel like, aren't really doing too many battles that's like taking the attention of the culture.
Right.
So it's, you know, it's just in a weird place. One thing I can say is though, it seemed like the battle rappers have taken over the game in a sense where we see John had one of the biggest events in battle rap this year.
Right.
We seen Calico had one of the bigger events in battle rap this year.
Right.
Geechee Gotti with the Riot.
Right.
So Arsenal, the resurgence of the new UW. QB, she threw an event. You know, there's a lot of buzz around that. You know what I'm saying? Easy the block captain with the trenches.
Right.
You know, so when I saying that is I feel like a lot of the battle rappers have been like putting themselves in position to basically be league owners.
Yeah, I mean,
and start throwing dope events, you know, dope cars. And so in a sense where people feel like battle rap is in a spot where it's like it's not as popping, or, you know, like my man Tiger in the Uppercut podcast where he was talking to Smack and he like, yo, this shit is dying or is dead or whatever. That to me, that's like a normal sentiment sometimes. I feel like every year is always something that where people feel like, oh, battle rap is dying. So
right. I've heard that before.
Yeah, so to me that's like a reoccurring theme that people always try to say. So to me, I don't think battle rap is ever dying or is ever gonna die because, you know, it started in the streets, it's gonna continue to be what it is even after, if big corporate sponsors aren't here. Right. Regardless, so battle rap ain't going nowhere.
It's like stocks. It has a bear market.
Exactly.
It has a bull market, you know.
Exactly. You know, so battle rap, I feel like, you know, it's in an interesting place.
Yes.
It's in a place where I feel like a lot of things about to change, you know, and I like where it's at. You know, I feel like, you know, whoever's strong enough mentally, because this is a mental game,
right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you're dealing with people and things like that. They'll be able to take over and do what they're supposed to do. And when I mean take over is just giving us the battles and the things that we want. Because that's what this shit is all about. You know, it's about entertainment and who could bring the best and push this lyrical art form to the next level. So that's all we're constantly waiting for. And like I said, the battle rappers, I feel like it's in their hands right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of where I see us at.
So it's more personality based, you would say?
It's always been personality based, you know? Right. People follow a lot of the personalities. Like the personalities are the ones that win a lot of times in this thing. You know what I'm saying?
With that being said, with the rise of social media and things beginning to shift to social media real heavy, I would say in the past 10 years, how intricately intertwined would you say social media and battle rap is right now? Like, can you be
it goes hand in hand.
Can you be lit in battle rap? Can you be that dude? Can you, demand a certain type of ticket and whatnot and be completely absent on social media?
It's very hard to do. It's not a lot of people who's able to do that.
Right.
And the ones who don't do it, they're not as big as the ones who do.
Right.
Like Rum Nitty and Lux battle. I feel like these are two guys who's not really heavy on social media.
Facts.
It's all about the art. And they're able to transcend and do that type of situation where it's like, regardless if they're on Twitter or if they're promoting all day,
right,
the battle itself is going to stand that test of time and do what it's supposed to do.
Because the battle generated a lot of content.
Of course, a lot of content. But then you look at, just like if we rewind back to last year, Easy and Hitman, or even Geechee and Easy, like those battles were like the two main battles that did the most views. These guys are active on social media. They talking, they creating buzz. Their name is in everything. Their name is in every headline, things like that. So that makes it that much more explosive. You know what I'm saying? So yes, you need social media. You got to be active. You got to be talking to the people, let them know what's going on. And social media plays a big part. There's a lot of dope artists that's coming out, but they have no social media presence. You know what I'm saying? So if, their only leverage is when, you go see them in person, or if you have the app, the URL app, depending on, what you're following. Most of us are smack babies, URL babies, like, they're the leader of the culture, so a lot of times you follow them. But if you're not a loyal app subscriber, things like that, you practically won't know a lot of these guys exist. You know what I'm saying? Unless they have a social media presence outside of just them battling. If you go see them live, or if you have the app and you're like constantly following every little thing.
Right. Interestingly enough, you brought up Smack. I just saw an interview where Smack was actually addressing a situation or incident where he did not allow you into a venue to do your media because you're a blogger.
It was Nome 14.
Nome 14.
Right? Lux versus Nitty.
And then also Smack, I'm glad that you just like putting it down. Like that's dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. And then there's
talk to me.
Yo, and then there's one more thing, Smack. Another thing. That shit is fucking. So you had the event, I think in Orlando or something, right? In Florida. You didn't let Knowledge in. Y'all didn't let Knowledge in the venue.
Yes, unfortunately. Like, you know what I mean?
Why?
Knowledge, I love Knowledge, but like I sometimes, at the end of the day, I work with a lot of people. And in certain ways, you know what I mean? People move, don't be the liking or be to the benefit or productive or constructive to like what we doing as a movement. You understand what I'm saying? So like it be situations and you know what I mean? It's just like, nah, like, you know what I mean? Because it is what it is, man. Like
but if I'm Knowledge, right? I'm gonna like you. I'm just putting out the news. You can't like. I feel if I'm him, like I feel a little like kind of angry. I'm not speaking for him, but if I'm him,
right?
Because I saw the interview.
Right. What interview are you talking about?
So he was outside.
Okay.
And he interviewed Danny Myers.
Okay.
And then he was like, yo, I didn't get into the venue. Because I watched that. I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Why didn't he get to the venue? And I'm thinking that.
I mean, he been in a million venues, though. How many venues he did been in it? I got to give everybody everything all the time. My nigga, where mine's at, man? What I'm getting from that, man? I mean, on some G shit, like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I show love.
Right.
But like, you know what I mean? You let it, you mad or you feel away when I'm like, you can let a motherfucker in your crib.
I'm mad.
Let a nigga in your crib a million times.
Yeah.
And then when one day you don't let a nigga in your crib.
Right.
It's like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Like, yeah, come on, bro.
And I don't think he's not, I'm like I said, I don't think I'm, Knowledge is mad at anything, but I'm speaking for him. I'm going to be mad. I'll be mad. I'm not going to lie.
As long as I've known Hip Hop is Real, you've been fulfilling your role as media, covering these events. My $1 million question would be, how is it that a platform or a league for that matter is censoring the media who has, every right, in my humble opinion, to be at every event?
Well, first off, shout outs to the Uppercut podcast. That's my guy Tiger from Your Soul.
Yeah, he
you
did
know,
great
I worked with him a lot behind the scenes, and I watched him build his platform and grow and become one of the dopest podcasts right now, currently in New York.
Right.
So, and you know, he's constantly growing. So it's dope to just see him elevating and use some of the things that I taught him and, you know, we spoke about, and just see him put it actually to work. Because I really give a lot of those jewels to everybody.
Right.
But when I see the people who actually use it and able to take it to the next level, I gotta salute that. So definitely salute to him for shouting me out and even asking smack about it. You know what I'm saying? He was basically referencing an interview I did with Danny Myers, where Danny Myers was talking about the battle that where I asked him a question about him leaving the easy card last year. Last year he was supposed to battle, I believe, Rosenberg Raw or something like that on the Trenches card. This was Easy, the Block Captain's first event. Now, you know, Easy was at odds with URL. There was a lot of battle rappers that was like URL artists, you know, whether they're signed or just affiliated, that basically said they're down to do the card with Easy. And basically, I think all of them got taken off. You know, maybe like one maybe stayed or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. But basically, I think Riggs was like the only battle rapper that stayed on the card. But most of them, you know, once URL called, they kind of, you know, they set the money back. Swamp was one of the bigger names that, you know, was involved in this too. Him and Easy ended up having a little back and forth. Danny Myers was the last one to basically get off the card. So basically 2 days before Easy event, he hit Easy like, yeah, man. He did a whole interview or a blog where he basically was like, yo, URL dropped a nuke on me. They dropped a nuclear bomb. Basically, like, my career's in jeopardy if I do this.
Too much pressure.
You know what I'm saying? So I asked him about it, and he got a lot of backlash after doing it. So this was like a year later, damn near to the date of when this shit happened. And I asked him, like, what was the state? Like, do you feel like you were right for making that decision? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dubbing the Easy card and, you know, doing whatever. And then I'm like, what was the thing that, you know, URL promised you? And he basically said, you know, they promised that they would give me Loaded Lux. How, when you look back at the decision of you, like, not doing the Easy card, did it benefit you, or do you feel like it benefited you, or do you feel like it hurt you? Because publicly, it seemed like, you know what I mean? At that moment, it kind of like created a narrative where people didn't feel like you wasn't standing on certain shit or whatever, or that you were used. And then you said you was gonna get a big battle, and you didn't get whatever big battle we perceived in our mind.
Yeah, like it's a tough position to be in. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to. Which one do you stand on? You stand on your homeboy side, or you stand on the company that been providing opportunities for you and your family for the last decade plus.
So when you look at the opportunity that you was received for not doing the Easy, did it weigh out?
No. No, I didn't even get whatever was promised or whatever was supposed to. I didn't get it.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, it's like, you know, and I think, of course, he paid Easy the money back, but it's 2 days before people were anticipating the battle.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Easy went at URL crazy, so it's like it's war at this point. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like you going against, and URL, they the biggest company in battle rap, so it's like you go after them, they gonna come after you. So they're gonna exercise their clauses, their contracts, whatever they gotta do. Some people say blocking battles, whatever, but they say, nah, we exercising our clause, we protecting our interests.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't leave the ship and then go buck niggas and think that it's all good. I don't care, even if they're not signed.
Right.
We'll put the pressure however. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's understandable. I get it.
Rightfully so.
So it's, you know, it's on you to figure where your morals and how you feel about it could land. But you know, it's business. What you expect? Like, so when I asked Danny about it, and Danny basically, in a sense, kind of was saying like, he said, you know, realistically, when I look back at it, you know, I probably should have did the battle. Like, I don't feel good about my decision and my choice. And you know, looking back, like, you know, it was kind of like getting a Father's Day card with no money in it, just a card. It was like, I appreciate it. Like, cause basically he said they gave him battles and they booked them, but it was nothing of the level of what he risked as far as the public humiliation and things he had to go through for being like that. You know, people calling him like he ain't real, he ain't standing on business or whatever. You know,
your authenticity
is on the line.
Just say, even if they don't tell, they didn't even say even if they say, yo, we got you on something crazy. What's at least your expectation when you hear that? Like, who in your mind do you go to?
Whoever
like,
the hell I asked for, Loaded Lux.
Okay.
Mook at the Mook Lux at the Iron Solomon.
Okay.
Anything outside of them three names, it ain't. Just say these words. Sometimes just ain't enough.
Yeah.
Words ain't enough.
Yeah,
Now if you come with if you come with the words and okay, fuck it, we ain't even got no battle for you. Lux, he doing whatever he doing. He ain't with it right now. Iron Solomon, we don't know when he's returning. The Mook battle, we probably have to wait for that one. But this is what we can do. We just here you go. We're gonna do something for you, you know, on another side. Like here you go. And I will say that other opportunities war give it to me. Like some pretty much, you know what I'm saying, some movie shit, some Netflix shit. You know, I received those type of things behind the scenes that I probably can't talk about right now, but I got some of that shit. But I think niggas is like money, bro. At the end of the day, bro, like all the postcards. Listen, like motherfucker get a Father's Day card. It's like it's cool. Thank you. I love you. And then I'll never lose it. I'm gonna put it up. But it's like you get a Father's Day card with some money in it. It's a different. You feel me?
So in that sense, you know, Danny, he just opened up and just gave his, you know, perspective on how he felt about things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what I was telling him was when I came into it and I was able to talk about the Orlando situation was like, I get, you know, I understand the pressure, you know, URL could put on you. You know, I've been dealing with URL for almost 11 years of covering them and things like that, and along with every other battle rap platform for the most part.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Not KOTD as much there in Canada. I just wasn't able to travel as much, but you know, like I said, with Smack Babies, we into the culture of what we was into, and that's where we focused our energy. But we covered every league in battle rap. So when I tell Danny, I basically let him know, like, yo, Danny, you know, I've been in situations with them too, like even though y'all hearing about, yo, my man Tiger Ass and Smack, yo, you ain't never been, why you leave him out? Yo, this ain't my first time being left out of the venue or told I can't come in, or, you know what I'm saying, over questions and things that I asked. This is like, to me, it's like, it's regular at this point. It's like,
wait a minute.
Yeah.
So the bloggers who helped to push the brand, and the bloggers who helped to promote the battles and the battle rappers and the cards, y'all are not getting preferable. Your treatment is not considered the media. I know we're considered media. Like, I look at it like this, like, you know, I salute the Smack, salute the URL, have a great relationship with these guys at times, you know, but, you know, my thing is, you know, like Smack said in the thing, certain things doesn't, you know, it's not to my liking or to our benefit or things like that. It's like, I can't do all media that just benefits y'all, because there's other things that happen. There's people that's disgruntled, or there's this, that, and the third. So I can't censor everything or everybody that has something to say, or not ask the questions that need to be asked. So that becomes, you know, because, you know, for them, they're protecting their interests. Right. They're protecting whatever, like, yo, we want our likability, our favorite. So they're doing whatever they got to do to make sure that their shit is good. Right. So if I can control a media outlet, or ask them, or be cool enough where we're like favorable to each other, or, yo, don't drop that interview, or damn, you asked a wild question, please don't ask that question, or, you know, and as times I've respected that boundary, like, yo, all right, man, cool. Even though it's not benefiting me at all by not asking that, it's not even benefiting the public.
But just for the fact that we're cool, of course you let me in venues. I'm trying to keep it as professional and respectable as possible. So, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of times, it'll be certain shit where it's just, I completely disagree. Like, bro, like, come on. Everybody talking about it, like, you're gonna censor me to not talk? Nah, I'm gonna do it. And that'll cause a friction.
Right.
To where they're like, oh, so to me it's like, you know, and I have people on my team like, yo, nah, they're trying to control us and things like that. But I'm like, yo, in business, there is still a level of compromise. So there became this whole compromise media thing and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, and everything we compromise with each other in some level. You know what I'm saying? I'm not, you know, I do have respect. Smack been to my crib. I've been to his crib. I've been to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I've met these guys in multiple different places through this country. So it's like, of course, I got a high level of respect for these guys. So certain things, yeah, I'll be like, all right. I might have did a video where I think Mook, this was caffeine era, Mook came in with a drink or something like that. The shit was like 60K in like 60 hours going dummy viral. You know what I'm saying? And they're like, yo, they're not allowed to bring drinks and caffeine. You guys put it out. And I think Mook said something too, like, yo, like on some like kind of calling them culture vultures. And basically he said something with Smack, like, you know, like you kind of like gave the shit up to them and type shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Just expressing himself.
Yeah, no, we can't have you guys eating or drinking inside.
You can't drink on the face-off?
No, you can drink like outside with your water bottle. You guys can't like eat drinks. We're not letting you. It's just like the
Well, you can't drink liquor at the face-off? I've never heard of no shit like that. The hell no, bro. What the fuck kind of shit is y'all on, bro? Crazy?
Yeah, what he said. Fuckers ain't talking about. Yeah.
No, how you gonna tell a nigga you can't drink?
Get the fuck out of here, man.
This is battle rap. Man. Got this whole culture gentrified.
Man.
Killing with your own, nigga. That's genocide.
So in that sense, I looked at it like, you know, and they asked me to take the video down.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know, like this shit could have major ramifications, this, that, and the third. You could fuck around and stop the whole venue from going down. Like I've been on that level type of pressure to take down footage.
Right.
Because now it seems like I'm taking money away from the battlers or taking, so you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, man, I'll comply. And this is just one little instant from one specific time, but this is a thing. So it's like, imagine if I didn't comply. And mind you, I'm already a lot of times not even getting into some of these venues a lot of the time. So there'll be some days we're good, right. You could get in. Some days we're not good because at the end of the conversation, you can't get in. I don't normally voice it because it's like, to me, I'm media. So my job is to just, you know, however I can get it. So a lot of times I play the outside game, which is when the artists are done, I'll get the pay-per-view, I'm watching it with everybody else, and I'll do it that way. Like, you know, it's a part of, you know, it's a part of the game. This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this long enough, and it's not like even Easy the Black Captain. Like, Easy doesn't give me no red carpet treatment to come cover his events because we've asked questions about his situations and things like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, dog, this is what we do. We're fucking media, my nigga.
Right.
We're gonna ask the questions. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to ask the questions like, yo, what y'all want me to do? Like, I don't like. I'm not into y'all personal lives and doing all this, but yo, if it's out there in public, it's like, yo, I'm asking about it, and it's mainly battle rap.
Right.
I'm not getting into these dudes' personal lives and things like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I knew Caffeine, like when I did that interview earlier this year, and Smack Say Ain't No Money, there was a part in the interview where he's basically saying Caffeine is done. It's over then. And they said they wanted to present it a certain way. Out of respect I got for these dudes, I'll cut that part out. Y'all could present it the way I want. And they never really made a public, they never did what they said they was gonna do.
Right.
So I'm looking like, yo, bro. So then, you know, I'll get like the cold shoulders. Niggas don't want to pick up the phone now. Little shit like that. I'm like, yo, bro, it's not that deep. I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really just doing the job. Like, all you gotta do is sit down and have a conversation, bro. This is not the end of the world.
Yeah, I feel
you know what I'm saying?
With media, because communication is what y'all do.
Yeah.
It should always be an open line of communication. Communication is definitely key when dealing with other members of the media, especially the press.
Yeah.
As the fans, you know, y'all are representatives of us, you know, the press.
Exactly.
You are our eyes and our ears. and sometimes even our minds, because you're asking the questions that are on our minds. So I don't feel that any league should penalize or try to intimidate or attempt to compromise the integrity of any one of our media outlets. You know what I mean?
And that's where I have to stand strong as a person who runs my company, who's the figurehead, the face, the creator, the owner. It's on me to make the final decisions and be like, you know what? Nah, we dropping that or da-da-da. And, you know, I live with the consequences. So going to the Nome event, I did an interview because right before that interview I did, we was all gravy.
Right.
The last event, we was good enough. You know what I'm saying? All gravy is like, okay, I ain't stressing about me coming in the venue and shit like that. So I do this interview with this kid called Spanish Harlem. You know, with this man called Spanish Harlem. You know what I mean? Good dude. He was a battle rapper. He didn't never rose to the ranks of being like a real top tier, mid tier type of battle rapper. He was kind of like on the starting level, but you know, he's been on RBE in different stages and did certain things. But one thing, he went through the URL process, which was the Crucible process.
Right.
And you know, I remember he hit me up one day and he wanted to do an interview, and I would end up linking up with him, and he did this interview, and he basically broke down like some crazy shit about like the process and how, you know, this guy called P who runs the whole thing, and you know, he broke a whole bunch of shit down, and the fans appreciated his perspective on, you know, the inside information that he was given. And I wasn't even expecting him to talk about none of this.
Right.
I wasn't really even trying to interview him. I was trying to interview Head Ice, and Head Ice didn't come through, and I had some time. I said, yo, pull up, let's knock it out.
Right.
And he started saying all this shit, and I'm questioning him like, yo, da-da-da. Ends up being a really dope interview, you know what I'm saying? Shifting really, you know, because this is a guy who nobody's expecting, but he has a lot to say. He's articulate. He was able to break certain things down. So here and there, certain things that happen in the culture, he'll come through and become like a reoccurring guest, giving his voice on what he sees. He damn near said, I sacrificed my battle rap career to tell the truth.
Right.
That's what he said.
Whistleblower.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So recently, I ain't speak to him in a couple years, but he hit me up and said, yo, it's time. It's a lot going on in the culture, da-da-da-da. A lot of my prophecies came, because he wanted them like prophesizing and da-da-da. So it's entertainment at the same time.
Yes.
So he comes, he's like, it's time. I'm like, I bet. You know what I'm saying? Let's do this. Do a great interview with him. And he basically charges to Smack as far as like, you know, he normally talk about P and the people he dealt with. He never had no interaction with Smack, but his charge was to Smack. Saying I think he felt like Smack wanted to be bigger, like he doesn't want any battle rapper to ascend him or pass him. He had a couple words. I didn't agree with most of the things he was saying. I fought back. I gave my, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't think that. I've been around Smack. Smack done fed niggas, da-da-da. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dope interview. Have fun. And then that's when I'm hitting up these, trying to do interviews, promote this Nome. Oh, I'm getting a cold shoulder. No pickups, no nothing. I'm like, okay. Yeah, man, like, you know, and then I had somebody from URL's end reach out to me and tell me, like, yo, they not feeling that. Your title's crazy. All right, I respect. I'll change the title. No problem. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so that's intimidation.
I mean, they said the title was a little egregious and da-da-da. I kind of was like, okay, I can see how, you know, it's clickbaitish. All right, cool. Like, you know, we are trying to sell some papers. I got you. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad at that. And I respect y'all. So it's like, I'm not purposefully trying to do nothing crazy. And it's not necessarily me titling everything. I have a team. I have people who title things. I have people who have their own mind and perspective of what they watch that I trust to push the content. I can't do it all.
Right.
Shit is too big of a machine for me to do it all. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, you know, so when it comes across my desk and people aren't feeling shit, whether it's a league owner or an artist, even if you, Pill, yo, knowledge, that title look crazy.
Right.
I'm cleaning that shit up. That's regular to me. That's not even compromised in a bad way. That's like, yo, that's respect for the people that you're talking with.
Facts.
I feel like there's nothing wrong with that. I want everybody to be able to call me if they feel a way about something. Like that's responsibility.
At the end of the day.
You feel me? So it's like, I'm not far from reproach or to be told like, yo, you crossed the line. And I get Smack if he felt that way.
Right.
Nigga, we cool. Nigga, 10 years. I done been letting you in here. Yeah, we had rocky shit, but nigga, Fuck you letting this nigga, I don't even know the nigga. How you letting them talk about me? So I get it. I'm not even saying they wrong. It's like, all right, that's how y'all moving. I move accordingly. Right. So, because at the end of the day, I could have not did the interview and not put that out and got in. So going back to Danny Myers, I explained him that story. Yo, you know what happened? I did the interview knowing that, they probably would be upset. Right. I'm going to do an interview with you, Danny Myers, and ask you some real shit about this easy shit, knowing that they might be upset. But I don't, like, it's not about if y'all upset or not. It's like, yo, bro, this is what's happening. Right. Just like when y'all do great, nigga, we're talking about great shit. I'm not, this ain't a 90% shit on y'all type of situation. This is really once in a blue, some shit happens and we address it. Right. And shit happens. So when shit happens, it's like we're not gonna just be quiet and it's with everybody, I don't like get red carpet for Remy Ma events. Right. Because of probably things that I've questions my team or whoever done asked. We're probably the only people who we're probably the only people who ask Papoose about the whole crazy shit. Right. Like somebody on my team. So, and respect to Papoose, he asked us not to release the whole shit. And we didn't. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like, it's not just Smack or what. Yo, we got a relationship like this with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So any artist or anybody could call me and be like, yo, da-da-da. But at the end of the day, I have to make certain decisions. I've had artists tell me not to interview other artists or they not fucking with me. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had to stand on it and be like, well, then I might have to lose this relationship. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Just to stay, even if that's a way bigger artist, artist. Right. Just to get that truth out. Right. Or their version. Because it's like and I talk to niggas behind the scenes so I could see kind of who's being realer and who's like, you know what I mean? So I could see. So it's like, nah, I might as well just stand for something. Right. Basically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Cool, I'll lose relationship. For the most part, I do my best to stay in great, cohesive relationships with everybody. Basically. And my phone number is open. I never turned down a call or avoided nobody. Ever. In 10, 11 years. Dope. So it's like, if anything, it's been the opposite. Dope. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting you up and you know what I mean? So it's like, bro. Right. And I'm everywhere. I'm outside. I'm in your face. I'm going to be there or whatever. So it's like, I've been approached, you know what I'm saying? Face to face about certain situations, interviews. So it's like, it's regular. So to me, with Smack saying that, and the only reason I'm addressing it or speaking on this, because I'm at a point now, I'm 10 years in the game, and I used to speak a little bit more, but I've never really spoke to, my fan base, my subscribers for real. Right. I'm just giving them the information, you know what I'm saying? Right. But as things evolve, as I grow into this, that might hit more for me. It might be more for me to say. And I know where all the bodies are buried. I know where, you know what I'm saying? Right. I seen everybody behind. I know all of this shit. Not saying I'm exposing people's situation. I don't do shit like that. That's whack. But like, dog, I'm keeping it 100. Y'all can all look at me in my eye. Y'all can all pull up on me, and y'all know who I am. I've been around y'all for 10 years. I don't watch y'all grow up. Y'all don't watch me grow up. Right. You know what I'm saying? So this is what this game's been. But as far as URL, I and it wasn't Smack per se. I know it was one of Smack partners who didn't like the interview. Right. You know what I'm saying? And he felt some type of way. Right. And you know what I'm saying? When I spoke to Smack and Bees, they was like, yo, we would let you in, or you know what I mean? When I spoke to Smack, it was all cool. I dapped him up. I seen Bees, dapped him up. And then Bees hit me up and was just like, it's not me and Smack, it's our other partner. You know what I'm saying? People know who that is or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and I have no problem with none of them. I have no problem with Chico, none of these. Like, yo, it's love with all of them. Chico, my Haitian brother, like Sakpa said, like, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like, they be thinking I'm like trying to work against them. It's like, nah, dog, I'm media. Everybody can feel like I'm trying to work against them in a sense.
They would.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not favorable to everybody. Exactly. And when I mean I'm not favorable, it's like, yo, if I talk to you and I talk to another battle rapper who don't rock with you, or like, bro, it's also entertainment.
It's a business.
It's a business. It's all of the above.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm working to promote your brand and what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting paid like by nobody to actually do this. No, I'm coming out of my pocket. I'm putting myself in position to make all of this shit happen all the time. I pay staff. I pay all you know what I'm saying? To make all of these things happen. So, you know, I'm working. I'm building. I'm helping, putting people in position. And if it benefits you, I'm happy. If you don't feel like it benefits you, then it's okay to move how you need to move.
Right.
Like, it's just your business as well. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for the most part, I'm outside gang anyway.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, again, salute to everybody that I've worked with. All the battle rappers, all the league owners, everybody. Like, my job is to help promote what y'all got going on to make it bigger.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so, controversy, it's all a part of the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't just focus on one thing. I do everything. So, you can't just put me in a box.
Right.
And I don't just cover battle rap. I cover hip hop. I mean, I got the Key of Life production doing consciousness.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm doing boxing. We traveling and doing multiple different things. So
that's gonna be my next question.
Yeah. So when everybody try to put you in a box or it's like, yo, bro, all right, bro. It's a question. You know what I mean? Questions I got in the tuck in the archive right now that I asked, that I can show y'all that I asked, and I can show you the answers.
Right.
They just archived up. They're not, you know what I'm saying? Because out of respect. Because people don't want to speak on certain things. Like, I can't force nobody to speak on things, but you can't also make me not ask or stand on certain shit. And I know, like, Smack would respect that because Smack was a journalist. Smack came out asking questions and things like that.
Right.
So, like, you know, I don't, like, blame Smack or anything like that because I've never really had a lot of bad dealings with Smack. All my shit really been positive. Right. And the only time me and Smack ever like went, you know, had any friction is because of things that I be doing that they just don't feel like, you know, is benefiting them.
Right.
You know, from interviews that I'm doing or conversations I'm having with multiple people. But it's like, bro, you guys are at the top of the culture. Things happen and I'm going to get the story. And these are the people's perspective. This ain't me saying this shit. This is how they feel. I'm not going to try to find this to hurt y'all. Nah.
Right.
Bro, this is what's happening. This is how these people feel. And they're saying publicly. They're not like privately saying this. No, they're saying this so y'all can hear them. So the world can hear them. So you guys can hear them too. And let's like figure something out a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? So that's really my spiel
with
on
the
that.
State of battle rap and, you know, it feeling like a pivotal moment. Where do you see the culture in 6 months?
In 6 months?
Yeah.
It's like a question mark, yo.
I'll be going into 2025.
It's like a question mark. I really don't know. Like, battle rap is like one of those cultures where anything can pop up. Mayweather could have a league tomorrow, and next thing you like realistically.
Right.
Ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Anything can pop up at any time. Whoever got the like the mayor came with and gave bags out. Niggas was getting 40,000, 50,000 for winning their battle.
Right.
Not even for like their normal prices. So it's like, yo, and that was in the era where Smack said, yo, the money is gone. Like as far as recouping and whatever. There's a nigga that's like, fuck recouping, nigga. Here's the bag.
Throw the bag out. Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, I don't know where it could go.
Sky's the limit.
Yeah, sky's always the limit for battle rap. It's still untouched niche.
It's a good thing.
It's still, you know what I'm saying? So really anybody could come and turn this shit up. Book the battles we all want. Go crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Salute the URL for keeping it up and doing what they've been doing for so many years and keeping the interest and for opening up an app. Black business. Like, I salute all of that shit.
Right.
You might not agree with all the mechanics and how everything works, but dog, you got to give it up. These are black men who created their own streaming service. That's what we all talk about. They did it. So you got to give credit where it's due. Like, that shit is important. You know what I mean? I'm a supporter. They get my $8 every month. So if Smack say he ain't getting his, Smack, you getting it every month, my nigga. From me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling niggas not to buy that shit. If anything, I'm telling niggas go get that. Y'all want to go see Rum and Lux, go get that. I support it.
Right.
All my niggas support it. I got a bunch of people that I done put on. Right. So that's me giving back out of my pocket to yours.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and a lot of other people. You feel me?
Nah, that's dope. That's dope, man. Keep supporting. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep that camera running. Keep them questions going. And keep your eyes on the prize.
Listen, Pill, appreciate you. You know what I mean? I was going to do a blog, but, you know, with the question format, I feel like it's more natural for me to just give y'all exactly how I'm feeling instead of trying to think so much and things like that. But I appreciate you guys as well. Continue to keep following the movement. We're only getting better on the road to 500,000. Let's get it.